وقل رب زدني علما.
Jewish culture, there are certain requirements, legal requirements. You have to show there is God, with certain things will have to be dictated by him as a law. Yes, until that point. So that's the context you're dealing with. So you are right in... Just like that. I can think of an ideal example, but I'd like to avoid that specific example. The point is, you are in the middle of a place where if you say something, you'd be held to account. You'd be stoned to death, be killed, chopped, whatever. You are right there, and from there you are essentially recording certain things. That's the context. You see what I'm saying. The Jewish context claims about a man who claimed himself to be God. Claiming,
he didn't say I'm God at all. He never claimed it.
He said he was.
Where he claimed to be God?
Said, but the point is,
that guy was a lady man. Where he claimed he's God?
Okay, cool. Thank you. Can I please speak to you later? If you don't mind?
Yeah.
Some other context. Are you living here?
Prove me wrong.
Are you Muslim? No.
Why
Let him finish. Let him finish.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
You know, he lies.
Giving you time,
we have
brother.
to go.
No, thank you. I don't want your company at the present minute.
Have he said Jesus claimed to be God or not? So, he didn't claim to be God. Prove me wrong.
I'm here to prove anything, sir. Now, God willing, speak to you later. Yeah?
When you make statements,
God willing, next week, God willing, speak to you later.
He cannot back up his claims.
you have to be right.
I understand. We should witness falsehood.
No, you should have let
I believe the truth. I speak the truth. It doesn't matter if I accept people or not. It's not my problem. He says Jesus claimed to be God. I believe Jesus never said.
So why is he asked him?
Sorry?
What was he asked him?
If you are upset,
What was the question you asked him?
It doesn't really pertain to the Bible. It's kind of like everything. Like, it was done so long ago. It's passed through so many hands. Why do you think that the one that you have in your hand right now is legit
Excellent.
and hasn't been changed?
Yeah,
For
excellent.
example,
That's a good question.
I do night shifts, right?
Right.
12 hours. It kills me. Like, it is so long. And by the end of it, my brain's a little fuzzy, like I'm a bit
Tired of it,
Yeah.
obviously.
Just think of like a monk in a monastery. They don't have electricity, so he's working by, I don't know, daylight and then probably candlelight as well. He's translating, stuff. He may or may not speak Latin, but he's just either translating or copying it down anyway. Like, there's a statue of Moses that has horns, apparently. I haven't seen it. Because it's got horns because someone translated one word wrong. Instead of like Bible or something in Latin. So if someone did that, what do you think holding your hand is?
Yeah. They're prone to errors and all this, yeah. They're under pressure as well.
That's kind of just what I don't get.
You know, we are Muslims, most of us here, and we believe the Bible has been distorted. This is what the Quran claims.
Yeah, but hasn't everything kind of been?
Not everything.
How do you know that?
Okay, good. Agrees, then it's not corruption. This is what...
How about the Quran itself?
How about everything?
Yeah, it's true.
You can examine the Quran the same way as the Bible.
Each book on its own merit.
Yeah, but do any of them really have? Like, just because, like...
I can tell you what I understand what you're saying. You're saying, how do you go back, right, and check, correct? Yeah. Now, the thing is, with the Bible, maybe you've had a discussion with many Christians and you've realised that, or you've heard that it's quite hard to go back or something, you know? I mean, obviously you have a doubt about it, am I correct?
But wouldn't it just be, I have a doubt about everything, but wouldn't it just be like common sense that it's hard to go back?
Yes.
with anything?
If you didn't have the records,
Because
you
it's
are correct.
1,000 years ago?
You're correct. If you know your history, you'd be correct. There's a lot of war that happened, a lot of things got wiped out. But if you check with the Muslims, and that is a thing you should do, and ask them, oh Muslims, what history do you have and how can you prove that your book is authentic? Is that a fair question?
Yeah.
Now, if you ask a Muslim that, you would realize that we actually preserved our sources, right from the beginning. So you see, the Bible is older than the Quran, and the Old Testament is older than the Bible, the New Testament. Out of those books, the most recent of them, is the Quran. So we're the closest to 2017 technically, correct?
Okay,
But we have our sources, and this gentleman right here.
I wouldn't say you're still close.
Yes, but you see, if you talk to someone who knows their history, like Brother Mansour knows his sources, he knows what things have been preserved, and that's the person you should ask. Look, what proof do you have? Where are the manuscripts?
Fair question.
It's good to doubt it. It's not bad to doubt it, by the way.
Genuine question about authenticity of the text that we're supposed to believe, which is divinely revealed. It's common sense tells us. We weren't there during the time of any of those prophets. Were you there? I wasn't. Certainly not. So how do we rely on a text that has been given to us through transmission by people? So how can we be sure that nothing has been changed from the original message, if indeed it was from God to begin with? Because there's two questions. One, during the initial stage of that transmission of that text, whether it's the Bible or the Quran or Bhagavad Gita or the Hindus or the Vedas or Talmud, texts of the Buddhists, whatever that text was, first question is, was it revealed or inspired by God? Number one. Secondly, the transmission to us over hundreds of years later, or if not thousands of years later, has it remained intact to give us the confidence that we can be sure that the text that we're reading is the text that was given? So if that text was initially understood and verified to be the words of God or revelation from God, guidance from God, and it has remained exactly intact, unadulterated, then at least if we can establish that this text that we read today, say the Quran, is exactly how it was then we can say now, okay, fine. At least we can then assess its claim whether it's from God or not, because now we are sure that it has been transmitted to us in a preserved form. It still doesn't prove to us it's from God. What it does, it just shows the transmission has not suffered corruption. We can do that with the Quran. You can establish without a shadow of doubt the Quran has been transmitted with this meticulous care to the letters, dots and sounds, because it was transmitted in two main ways. Not only in writing, people writing in manuscripts, for example, but it was transmitted through memorization of the text. And what I mean by memorization, it is not like people think of Chinese whispers. We are talking about the Quran given over a period of 23 years, memorized bit by bit by various people, but eventually they memorize it all. I mean, every member of most Muslim families, you will find one who has memorized the whole of the book, and they're not even Arabs. They don't even speak a word of Arabic. Yes, you'll find them. They have memorized every single word and letter, the sounds of this book from beginning to end. And I request you to visit one of the mosques in a week's time, because Ramadan is in a week's time. Okay? In this month, as a practice that happens in the Muslim world, you will see the Quran is recited from memory in this night prayer, as well as other times. But in the night prayer, now will be like about 10 o'clock at night. Right? The Regent's Park Mosque is open. You go there as a visitor, and you can sit down and watch. And you will see the Quran is recited from beginning to end in this period of 27 days or something.
What you said is absolutely right, I agree. But we are living in a time where the human brain is shrunk to the size of a pea. At the time, something was mentioned once and it was memorized. People knew the heritage of their animals, not only their own family.
Yeah. Very interesting point.
What you're taking is the inhalation.
Let's get the sister in, right?
It's important for the brothers to strengthen and strengthen the sisters.
She's not a Muslim, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
No.
She's not Muslim.
She's not Muslim. No, she's gone to Christian.
Okay, brother, we're trying to talk to her, but that's fine. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. Maybe come back with when you finish that. No, if you come back with that after you finish.
Now she's gone to a Christian.
Yeah, that's good, brother. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to, but she's not Muslim, there, brother. But she's not Muslim, brother. So we're trying to do dawah to her.
Now she's gone to the Christian.
Now she's gone there. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, brother. It's alright. It's alright, brother. It's alright. No. Just finish talking.
He's done his damage, he's gone.
Coconut. Bring a coconut next time.
He's done his damage, he's gone now.
Ibn